안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. I think I got it. Can you hear me, guys? 안녕하세요. Oh, 1 second. Delete. Oh my god, I really need to figure it out. It's so confusing. Okay, here. Alright. 이렇게. 오케이. 안녕하세요. 네, 반가워요. How are you guys? Thank you for waiting. I am having a difficulty of, having streaming, unfortunately, but it seems okay now. Is everything good? Can you hear me well? 안녕하세요. Okay, how have you been, guys? All good? 좋아요? 다들 잘 지냈어요? How have you been, guys? Can you hear me well? 네, 좋아요. Okay. So yeah, we were doing the pronouns the other time, and then we were also covered a little bit about the subject particle, right? So let's wait a little bit, more people to join, and then let's get started, okay? So, how's everything? Excited for Christmas holidays? I don't celebrate Christmas much, but it's a holiday, why not? Enjoying it. Okay, this one I need to organize this one. 네, 우리 조금 더 기다릴게요. Let's wait more people to join. Let's wait like less than 5 more minutes, okay? Just 3 minutes, something like that. Yeah, in the meantime, I have to delete stuff that I accidentally created random videos of it, unfortunately. So, what should I do? How do I do this? Here, live. Oh, there we go. That random ones. Need to delete. How do I delete it? 네, 안녕하세요. Oh, this one. Got it. Delete forever. This one, delete forever. Perfect. 좋아요. Can you guys hear me well? 네, I think we are having 5, 7. Yep, some people already here, so let's get started. Okay, so is there anyone who joined a previous lesson here? Anyone joined the previous lesson? So today we are going to cover the subject particles mainly, and then hopefully we have more time to go through a little further. Okay. So first time, okay, welcome, Matis. 좋아요. So we were doing this one before. Do you guys remember? Let's do the pronoun review quickly. I already made some practice video for these, how to pronounce things or memorizing parts. Yeah. Okay, 미에 반가워요. Nice to meet you guys, and to join for the first time. So I was 저, 당신, 저희, 우리, right? 우리. And 그, he, 그녀, she, 그들. 안녕하세요, 민경씨. 그들, they. So 친구들, like plural form, right? So we got many other stuff. 이것, this. 저것, that, and then it, 그것. So yeah, we did go through this much, right? And then we were trying to add the subject particle together. So subject particle, what does it do? Subject particle, 은는 or 이가, what does it do? What's the function of it? Why do we do this? Why do we use this subject particle? Do you guys know? So I did cover it before the previous lesson, that in English, because of verb is in the middle, so right before the verb is always subject, and then right after verb is object, right? I don't know which way I need to look. I need to figure it out. So in Korean, however, 안녕하세요, LMUD 씨. I think I know you. 네. So in Korean, we put the verb in the end. That's the reason why we have to put the markers, because we sometimes skip things too. So that we have to put my subject ended here, my object ended here, like that. Okay, so that's why we need it as a marker. All right, and then 안녕하세요. 칼럼 씨 안녕하세요. So here, so 은는 and 이가, so we were actually adding it. So it requires circle to put, if there is a bottom consonant, yeah, we need to put circle to pronounce it easier, better, smoother, right? And this one as well, E as well, right? And if the word ends with a vowel like 저, we put 는 or 가, and then 저가 was the exception of it, right? 제가, not 저가, 제가. Okay? So that was what we were doing before, guys, remember? Okay, so do you guys have any questions from previous lesson? Is it all good? Any questions? 안녕하세요, 미나 씨. Hello. Any questions, guys? All good? So we're gonna do the exact our main lesson now. We just did the quick review. Okay, so let me just copy paste this one. Okay, there we go. 네, 좋아요. So the reason why we put 은는 and 이가, let's figure it out. Why do we have two different things then, right? So the first one, 은는. So this one, that's the main one, right? That's the main subject particle. So usually we put this one as A equal B. Okay, so I equal Korean, or like you are a student, then you equal student, yeah? Or this is my phone, A equal B. This kind of case, we just put 은는, all right? 은는. Thing is, 은는, yes, that's simply as A equal B, right? Then 이가, E or 가, this is actually the thing. This one, when you want to emphasize the subject, then you put 이가 form, okay? So it's emphasis. Okay, so let's actually put it together to see how it works, all right? So let's put it together here. 저는, right? 저는, let's put it 세레나예요. Here we didn't go through it. That means is, I am, right? So I, Serena, am. We will learn this one very soon. 제가, we learned that. 제가 세레나요. Right? So the difference between these two, do you guys know? 저는 세레나예요. 제가 세레나예요. When do we use 저는? When do we use 제가? What do you think, guys? 아! 몰랐어요? 뭐 몰랐어요, 민경 씨? 어떤 거 몰랐어요? This particle? Why do we use this particle? The reason why we don't use particle? So, 저는 세레나예요 as I equal Serena, right? So mostly, generally, introduction. I am Serena, right? Just general hi, right? 저는 세레나예요, right? Simply, as it is. Oh, 네. So yeah, 민경 is Korean, right? 민경 씨는 한국 사람이에요, right? So probably she'll be able to tell if I'm talking correctly or not, right? So 이가 emphasis, right? So I am Serena. You're emphasizing into the subject because you're using 이 or 가 as a subject particle so that you're emphasizing the subject. Does it make sense? It's not about topic marker, subject marker. It's not like that. It's actually both of them are subject particles. Both of them are subject markers, right? So 은는 and 이가, these are subject particle. However, there's slight function difference, right? So 저는 세레나요. I am Serena. Just equal general sentence. 제가 세레나요. Right? So let's put that an example. So I am Serena. So that imagine we are in the same room with a bunch of other people, yeah? And somebody came into the room and say, who's Serena? Then in that case, I have to say, I am Serena beside of anybody else. That's what you need to do, right? I am nobody else, right? That case, you need to say, 제가 세레나예요. 제가 세레나예요, right? You can't say 저는 세레나예요 in that case though, okay? 제가 세레나예요. Alright, so that's the difference. So it's mainly when you emphasize, like, so in English, how do you emphasize certain things? We emphasize it we just put the capital letters on that, aren't we? Right? So, capital, like I am Serena, I am nobody else kind of feeling, right? So that's what 이가 is. Alright? Does it make sense? Other thing, 이가, you use 제가 when you mention something for the first time, right? Mentioning, I'll just put it mentioning something. Let me just put it everything. Something. Something for the first time. So of course, yes, you do emphasize with this kind of things, right? When you something for the first time, yes, this, you know. So yeah, we do put 이 or 가 for it, okay? And 은는, that's for following sentences, opposite, yeah? following sentences, following words, whatever, right? So that's the main difference. So I will gonna actually show you, or gonna tell you a story in Korean. The story doesn't really make sense much, but I'm gonna just let you know. I just want you to pay attention to the marker, okay? So I will actually change the setting here. Alright guys, ready? I'm going to tell you a story in Korean. I want you to pay attention to the subject particle. Alright, so let me wait a little bit. So ready guys? Because we have some delay between here because this is streaming. I need to figure it out as I said. So sorry about that. I have to wait for you guys. Okay, so the reason why we put 은는 and 이가, 은는 was for mentioning something for the first time or emphasis, right? And 이 은는, that's for just general or following sentences, yeah? So let's go through it together. So let's say this. 옛날에 토끼가 살고 있었어요. 옛날에 토끼가 살고 있었어요. So I put 옛날에 no particle, right? So forget about it. 토끼가 토끼 must be something, right? 토끼가 is a particle, so 토끼가 is not the subject. 토끼 is the subject, and 가, that's the particle, right? 토끼가, I emphasized it. Why? Because it's firstly, I never mentioned 토끼 before. What is 토끼? 토끼 means rabbit. I never mentioned rabbit before, so we put 가 there. And also on top of it, like 토끼 is our main character anyways as well. I mentioned something for the first time. Yes, 토끼, right? 토끼. So 옛날에 long time ago, 토끼가 살고 있었어요. There was a rabbit, right? Next sentence. 그 토끼는 목이 말랐어요. 그 토끼는 목이 말랐어요. So 그 토끼, we actually did it before, right? 그 토끼. What does it mean? 그 토끼. the 토끼, rabbit. the rabbit, right? 그 is come from it, right? 그것. 그 토끼는 following sentence, nothing special happened. You don't have to emphasize anything. I already mentioned rabbit anyway, so 그 토끼는 목이 말랐어요. The rabbit was thirsty, right? 목이, you can also use 이 or 가 as an object particle as well. You can also emphasize the object too, alright? So 그 토끼는 목이 말랐어요. So that's actually funny. There are so many funny expressions in Korean. So 목이 말랐어요 is actually one of them. So 목 is neck or throat, alright? So 목이 마르다, dry. My neck is dry. What does it mean? Thirsty. So yeah, that's quite funny expressions, right? It's quite a funny expression, right? So 목이 말랐어요. So the rabbit was thirsty. Nothing special happened. The rabbit was thirsty. Rabbit equals thirsty. So 토끼는. Alright. Next one. 그래서 토끼는 우물가에 갔어요. 그래서 토끼는, so that the rabbit went to a well. Right? I mean, it's not an important word to remember, of course, right? 그 토끼는 우물가에 갔어요. The rabbit went to a well. Yeah. So again, following sentence, I as a speaker can decide if I want to emphasize it or not. But in my opinion, it's not really a big of deal. The rabbit went to a well, like general following sentence for me. So I just put 는 there. 그 토끼는 우물가에 갔어요. Right? Next. 그런데, however, 그런데, change the direction of the what you're saying, right? 그런데 옆에 있던 거북이가 blah 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 거북이가, so 거북이 must be something, right? So 거북이, turtle. I never mentioned turtle ever before, have I? Right? So turtle is another character, and turtle is the one that who did something, right? So the turtle, the 거북이가 right? So I put emphasize marker, which is 이 or 다, right? So 그런데 옆에 있던 거북이가 토끼한테 to the rabbit 말을 걸었어요, right? 말을 걸었어요 is also a funny expression as well. So 그런데, however, 옆에 있던 거북이가, so the turtle was next to. Okay, so whole thing together, 옆에 있던 거북이가, that whole thing is actually the subject. Okay, so the turtle was next to, try to try to speak to the rabbit. That's what it is. Okay, so 말을 걸다, it's a funny expression, right? 말을 걸다. 말, what is 말? 말하다, speaking, 말, talk. Can be talk, it can be 말 is generally, there's not such an exact description of this 말, but 말 is more like the one that you are saying. 말, alright? 말을 걸다 is quite fun. I mean, it's an expression, you don't have to memorize it though. But 걸다, original meaning of 걸다 is actually to hook something. So you hook your words like that. So you're trying to have a conversation. It's cute, isn't it? I love it. So 말을 걸었어요. So the turtle was trying to hook the conversation, trying to have a conversation to the rabbit, right? That's why I emphasize it, because turtle did something, nobody else, right? So 거북이가. Next sentence, last sentence. 깜짝 놀란 토끼가 대답했어요. Answered it. Alright. 깜짝 놀란 토끼가. So the rabbit who was so surprised. 깜짝 놀란 토끼가. So 깜짝, it's a mimetic word. There's so many mimetic words or onomatopoeia. I don't know if I pronounce it correctly or not, but yeah, we have a lot of mimetic words in Korean, right? So 깜짝 is actually the expression of surprising. That's 깜짝, okay? So 깜짝 놀란 토끼가 대답했어요. Answered it back. 토끼가, I can emphasize again? Yes, you can emphasize multiple times, okay? So the rabbit surprised nobody else, right? The rabbit did, so that you have to put 토끼가, right? 깜짝 놀란 토끼가 answered it. 대답했어요. Does it make sense? So that's how we use it, and I want you to pay attention to the subject particles, because even your intermediate level, that's the one that always you get confused with, because in English or all the other languages beside of Japanese, I believe, that doesn't have the subject particle. There is no such a use of this one, so that lots of people can get confused. That's totally normal. Don't feel too stressed about it, but remember it. This is the way we use, okay? It's not like one is a subject particle, so subject marker, one the other is a talking marker. It's not about that, okay? So not 은는 is the emphasized one, 이가 is the emphasized one, okay? 좋아요. Any questions, guys? There is one more thing we have to go through. Okay. So, 은는 has another function, by the way. That's actually the one that makes people more confused. So, 은는 has a function of comparison. When you're comparing two different things, yes, we have to use this 은는 format. Okay, so this is the reason why people believe that 은는 is the emphasis one, but not really, it's not. Okay, so think about it. When you're comparing A and B, right, you must put both 은는. So for example, yesterday was rainy, but today's sunny, right? Yesterday는 rainy, but today는 sunny. That's how we were going to use yesterday는 rainy, today는 sunny, right? So we have to put both in. Although I never mentioned yesterday or today, although that's the very first sentence, that's totally fine. You must use 은는, Okay, so comparison, yes, that's one of the important tip, like important rule that you have to follow, right? So as I said, let's put it here, right? Yesterday 는 rainy, but today는 sunny, right? 안녕하세요, 나츠메 씨. 반가워요. So, yesterday는, you're comparing yesterday and today, right? So, there's some confusion going on as I keep saying, right? As I keep saying. Thing is, yesterday는 rainy, but today는 sunny. Generally, people usually say today는 sunny only, right? As a first sentence, right? That meaning is we just literally skip all this thing and then we say 오늘 날씨 좋네, 오늘은 날씨가 좋아요, like that. We just use 오늘은 immediately, today는, right? We just skip everything in here. But if you ever use 는 for the first sentence, that meaning is you're comparing to something else. Okay, so today, what's the best, the general one that you usually compare with today? Yesterday, right? So meaning is, yeah, today는 sunny. So that meaning is yesterday was bad, was shit, right? And then if you're saying like, this week I feel so good, 이번 주는, this weekend, so great, then meaning is, yes, last week wasn't very amazing, right? So that's 은는's different, right? 은는 and 이가's different, sorry. 은는 and 이가 different. Does it make sense? Is everyone here? Okay. So that's the most important part that you have to remember. So that's the uses of 은는 and 이가, okay? If you have no questions, let's move on to next. Are you guys there? Am I only one here talking? All good, guys? Are you there, by the way? Nobody is answering. That was the most important one, wasn't it? Verbs. Verbs in Korean. So there are many different things that you also have to go through as well, right? So there is a high formal form. 좋아요. Thank you for answering. High formal. High formal. 좋아요. Thank you, guys. And then there is formal form. And then informal form. Alright, that's the way I usually explain. So yeah, I mean, probably the other people might say other ways, right? But this is my way of explaining. So high formal, yes, it is formal and also extra politeness in there, right? 예아씨 안녕하세요. High formal, right? So high formal form usually it ends with 니다, the B in the bottom as a bottom consonant, and then put 니다. That's the high formal form of it, yeah? So that's 입니다. And then usually formal form still is formal though, right? That's 요, okay? And then informal form, usually we end with yeah, right? Or even we don't even put anything because it's being very casual, right? So informal. We're not gonna go through informal too much, by the way, because it can be rude. I don't want you guys to be rude. So okay, high formal form, by the way. So when do we use high formal form? Anyone knows about it? I should wait a little until you answer, maybe. When do we use high formal form? 옵니다. 이번 역은 서울역입니다. 내리실 문은 왼쪽입니다. This stop is Seoul Station. The doors on your left. Something like that, right? Right? To teacher, do you say, 선생님, 옵니다. Do you say that? Not really. As I just spoke just now. Yes, for announcements, yeah? It's for announcement. Yes, news as well. Announcements or news. Yeah, news is definitely announcements, right? So yeah, like 오늘 날씨는 뭐 좋겠습니다. You know, formal event, correct as well. So when you're having like a big presentation in front of tons of people, yes, you have to be a bit formal, of course. So that yes, you do sometimes use high formal form, right? When you're having interview as well, like job interview kind of stuff, you are talking to the people that who might gonna decide to hire me or not. So yes, of course you have to be extra polite into, right? So yes, like presentation. Right? Or when you're speaking to absolutely above somebody, you know, like a president of Korea or president of some company or something, you know, or like you're like in your company, you're up high boss, then yeah, you might gonna use high formal form. But I don't think you're gonna have a presentation in Korean anytime soon. I don't think you're gonna get a job interview. Have a job interview in Korean anytime soon. Or are you planning to meet the president of Korea, maybe, or Samsung, LG? Doubt that, right? So that's the reason why we don't even need to learn high formal form yet. Okay, that's not the form that we should use we are using in general. Okay, so high formal form again on the news or announcements. This store will be closed, or like this store will be closed in 10 minutes. Please get out. That kind of announcement. Yes, we do use 옵니다 form. Does it make sense? So that's a high formal form. So 옵니다, right? And formal form, yes, that's a still formal but casual. Okay. Casual form. So being formal still, but casual. So of course, this is the format that you will gonna learn with me as well. We're gonna use it all the time. We are using all the time in general, right? Your form. Okay. So that's a formal. Again, being formal still, right? Informal form, that's between your like close friends, right? Or if you're young, like if you're like teenager and stuff at school, yeah, of course you have to say everything because everybody is the same age, right? So yeah, we're gonna use informal form to friends, for the classmates, yeah. Or sometimes, of course, like in general, between families, of course, we do use informal as well. I do. And then when you get older, sometimes you switch it to formal form because you're older, of course, you want to be a little bit polite, yeah? Okay, so informal form, right? Between close friends. How do we choose? Like, how do we know? So Korean culture, yeah, age is quite important, right? So 1 year difference, yeah, we need to still be polite to them, right? So so when you become adult, like yeah, like it's adult, like not the teenager or younger kids time, right? I'm talking about the adult, right? In general situation, when you meet somebody older, you know that person is a bit younger than you, something, still you have to say formally. Otherwise, you're being rude. You're being I'm trying to find other better words for it. You're being a bit I got stuck with the swear words now. Oh my god, I'm sorry. You're just being a bad person, okay? Being rude. If you keep just saying it all lower, you're not respecting the listener, right? So if you meet somebody for the first time, of course it's important to use formal form, okay? And then when do we use informal form? Yes, we do use it, but after agreement. So you have to agree together. Or would you like to speak less from now on? And if that person agrees, yeah, from now on you use informal. But if that person, oh well, I feel a little bit uncomfortable with using informal form to the person who I just met, then of course, yeah, just stay still as a formal form, right? So that's the thing. Unless you're talking to obvious younger person like kids, then yes. Like for example, of course, as a teenager, if I am having a lecture in high school, middle school, still I have to use, I would prefer to use the polite form, formal form, your form, right? Because that's like how I respect them, and they were gonna understand me that I'm trying to respect them as well. So that's the general way. But of course, sometimes if I want to be a bit more casual, more friendly, then yes, I'm gonna say a bit lower, because obviously I'm older, right? So there are some difference here. So make sure that you don't use informal form. Again, I'm gonna mention again. So when you go to the pronoun, this one I told you, na or no, that's a definite informal form. Please do not use if you don't know how to use it, when to use it, or who to use it. Okay? 12. Yes. Alright, so difference, and then yeah, so informal, we just covered it. So yeah, let's actually put it together. Alright, so let's put the easiest one for now. To go, right? To go, we have to remember in Korean, we have to remember in infinitive form. All right, so infinitive form is 가다, okay? And then in order to use it, you have to take this infinitive form away, and then you replace it with this conjugated format, okay? So let's put it here. So 가다 plus 니다, right? 니다, right? So again, this is infinitive format, right? Take it away, you're replacing. So that here, this is bottom consonant, it goes underneath here, right? Bottom consonant. So that it becomes 갑니다. Okay? Thing is, when we pronounce this one, it's supposed to be B, yes. However, we always want to say it softer in general. So 갑니다, no. 갑니다, tough to pronounce anyways, right? So we pronounce it 갑니다. Does it make sense? 갑니다. Alright, let's try to put it into 요. Alright? 가다 plus 요. Again, we don't need this infinitive form. Take it away and add 요. Alright? So that 가요. Alright? Simple. Informal, by the way, I'll just mention it, this one, alright? Informal form, ya, or even nothing. Yes, we don't put anything. So take the yo away. Just ka. That's also go, ka. Very rude, right? Can be rude, so be careful using it, right? 네, 미나 씨, 맞아요. 가요. Alright. So that's a 가다. Easy one. Let's try to put be, the be verb, which is am, is, or are. Essere in Spanish, I guess, right? Is it? Yeah. 이다 is the infinitive form, alright? Infinitive form. 이다. So let's try to put it together. So, 이다 plus 니다. Same thing. Turn into same thing. What we're gonna be? 다, remove 다, and then add B in the bottom, right? We're gonna be. I'm waiting, guys. What will it gonna be? 입니다. Perfect. 입니다. 안녕하세요, 나스라 씨. Not 가입니다. 가 is the to go form. You don't put this one. 갑니다 is for to go. I go. 갑니다. But now we are doing to be. So 입니다. Okay, 입니다. Right? 미나 씨 잘했어요. Well done. 입니다. So that's the way. But funny thing is, formal is a bit important. It's a bit exception, I'll say. Oh, I can't even write it. Can't even draw the straight line. Mamma mia. Hold on. Okay, closer. Closer enough. Okay, let's put it. 이다 plus 요. Problem of this one, 이다, because E has a circle in front, yeah? So that it can affect, if there is a bottom consonant, it can affect to the pronunciation of yo, alright? That's the reason why we put two different ways. Same thing as 은는 or 이가, like that. So if the word ends with a consonant, it requires another circle, right? Because, like, I'll just show you. So if the word is like, for example, 이것, this, right? 이것. If you want to put it, oh, it is this. If you want to say like this, then 이것, 이다, let's put it together. 이, take away 다, and then put 요. If you pronounce it this one, then 이것이요, 이것이요. Not really, because we are destroying the format of I am, the be, right? So that it does not work, you must use extra. So because of this bottom consonant, it requires another circle. That's why it's 이예요. Okay, 이것이에요. 이것이, so that you still have that 에요 format, right? 이것이에요. So if the word ends with consonant, it will be 이예요. Okay, and if the word ends with a vowel, you don't really need it, but shorten 예요. Fun fact, by the way, 예요, but when I speak something in Korean, I do not really pronounce yo completely. Have you noticed that? Some people, when they pronounce it yo form, so for example, 안녕하세요, I don't pronounce it 안녕하세요. I don't do that. It's an extra problem, you know, like it's just extra things. It's just so difficult. Oh my god, the sun is going down. Hold on. Let me switch this one. It's a little too dark at the moment, isn't it? Is that okay? I think this is fine. 좋아요. Okay, so yeah, we don't pronounce yo clearly. 안녕하세요. We don't do that. I mean, it's supposed to be 안녕하세요, but 안녕하세요, softer, right? We don't want that harsh pronunciation, right? And then also, 예요. When you pronounce 예요, 이것 is fine. 저예요. We don't pronounce 예 clearly as well, because 예 is tough. It's extra effort to put, right, to pronounce it. So that we don't really pronounce it 예요, we pronounce it 에요. softer, right? 이에요, we do say, apparently, by the way, I did some research. I don't know if it's correct, 100% correct or not, but according to my research, 이에요, 여 kind of ending pronunciation, that's a Seoul accent. Oh, well, I'm from Seoul, so of course I do have this Seoul accent, right? 이에요, 요, that's Seoul pronunciation. Okay, dialect, Seoul dialect, I would say, right? 에요. Okay, so softer. All right. Informal form, well, I don't really want to go through it, yeah, but iya ending with ya, so you can literally tell iya or ya. Okay. Well, I don't want you guys to remember it, so let's skip it, alright? So please pay attention to 예요, 예요, alright? So that's why we put it here. 저는 세레나예요. 제가 세레나예요. Right? Alright. Any question, guys? You guys have any questions? So let's try to make sentences together, yeah? Let's say I am, let's put your name, right? 저는, right? Oh, hold on, I think we have a question. 미나 씨, Sam, I read somewhere that if the word ends with a final consonant, we will use 이에요. Yes, it is. If not, that we will use, yeah, that's what I just said as well. So if the word ends with consonants, as 이것, right, as we did, so consonant, if the words ends with a consonant, because it will gonna affect to the circle as we did with previously here, right? 당신은, 이것은, it goes next. That's why we don't want that happen, so that it requires extra circle to pronounce it. That's why it's one extra syllable, 이에요. Alright? If the word ends with a vowel, of course you don't need it, so 에요. Okay? Does it make sense? Alright. So how do we say I am blah blah blah? Let's actually put somebody's name here. 저는, right? 저, my subject ended, so you put 는. 저는, let's put 미날 here. 미날 이에요. It ended with the bottom consonant, so that we need 이에요. Right? It's different. My name will be I am Serena, will be different. 저는 Serena. Ended with vowel, right? So that 저는 세레나예요. Nasra, you tried it. Yes, very good. However, again, by the way, it requires, Korean requires all the space, right? So 저는 Nasra, right? So 나스라야, that's 나는 나스라야, that's informal, okay? 나스라, your name ended with right? See, so that we put 예요. Okay? not 이에요. 저는 나스라예요. Alright? Okay, so that's I am. Let's actually put it. You are a teacher. I don't know why it came without space. That's fine. You are a teacher. Let's put this one. 저는 마야예요. Yeah, 마야 씨, that's fine. However, spelling. It requires two lines. 여 plus I. Alright? It's not all I, all right? Yeah, yo. But we pronounce it just ale, of course, but we write it y'all plus I, all right? Yale. You are a teacher. How do we say? You are a teacher. Let's put you as 당신, right? Because we are trying to translate it one by one, yeah, for now. So, 당신은, 잘했어요. 당신은, 당신, you, it ended with the bottom consonants, right? 당신은, 선생님 is the word, 선생님. And then it ended with bottom consonant as well, so that you put 이에요. Yeah, space. Okay, so 당신은 선생님이에요. Thing is, again, when I'm talking to you, it's obvious. Like when I'm asking you a question, or when I'm talking about certain things, obviously it's about you, right? I'm talking to you. In Korean, we don't really say you all the time. That's why, right? 당신은 is skippable. 선생님이에요. 당신은 선생님이에요. Or instead of you can put somebody else's or the person's name, right? Instead, 세레나 씨는 선생님이에요. Like that. Okay? 좋아요. By the way, 선생님, that's the word, but some people, they use 쌤. Have you heard of it? 세레나 쌤. Sam. Sam is actually a shortened form of 선생님, right? I feel that people use Sam so 선생님 is a proper word, and the meaning of 선생님 actually is 선. That is a Chinese word, right? So 선 means first. 생 means born. So it means firstborn person, right? Making it extra politeness into it, right? 선생님. So if I feel like we put Sam for like to be more casual with this teacher, or Sam for, we say Sam to like a younger teacher, right? Like even myself, I'm considerably younger. Hope you guys say that too. Sam is for like a bit younger, like it's 선생님 because it has to be a bit older. In general, people, teachers used to be an old people in general, but there are younger ones too, right? So if you put it 선생님 all the time, it sounds a little bit too formal sometimes. That's why certain people, they prefer to be called Sam to make it a bit more casual kind of feeling. But yeah, so for me, I don't really care. You can just choose whatever, that's all good, all right? But we are learning the original. I want you to use 선생님 though. You can just call me Sam as well though. Okay, let's try this. This is a pen. Let's put that. This is a pen. This is a pen. This is a pen. I have a pen. Sorry. This is a pen. Anyone can try this. This is a pen. This is a pen. What was this? 이것, right? 이것. It ended with bottom consonant. 민경 씨 잘했어요. It's funny. 이것은, because of the bottom consonant you put 이것은 pen. Ended with the bottom consonant again, right? So that you put 예요. 이거 is not the correct one. I did mention it in previous lesson. Please watch that. 이거, that's the shortened form, all right? So we need to use 이것은, all right? 이것은 펜이에요. 이것은 펜이에요. Okay, well done, guys. 이것은 펜이에요. Alright. In order to make a question, by the way, it's too simple, right? So in English, you have to swap it. Are you a teacher? Or is this a pen? Am I? You know, like you have to swap it all the time in order to make a question. However, in Korean is so simple. I think Korean making question in Korean is the easiest language in the world in order to make a question, right? So, oh yeah, that's totally fine, Asa. You can actually check it, the lessons, previous lesson on my channel, so please do so, right? So, again, what I was talking about, I forgot. What was it? Yes, making questions, sorry. Oh my god, my memory. So, in order to make a question in Korean, we don't switch anything. We don't put anything. We don't change anything. We don't add anything. Nothing. What do? We just put a question mark in the end of the general sentence. So, am I Minal? That would be 저는 미나리예요. Right? Are you a teacher? 당신은 선생님이에요? Make the tone up in the end. That's what you need to do in Korean. Super simple, isn't it? 이것은 펜이에요? Is this a pen? Right? 이것은 펜이에요? 당신은 선생님이에요? Of course, 당신은 I'm talking to you is obviously a question to you, so we generally skip it, of course. 선생님이에요? But for now, because I want you guys to understand the format of subject, object, and verb, so I recommend to put it all the time for now, alright? So that's the question, super simple, right? And we say, how do we say yes and no? Yes. 네. Yes. 네. And somebody probably heard that is informal form though, right? Informal, so we say that as yes, okay? It's not being rude though. So don't get people know when you're talking to Korean, they just they usually say that means yes, right? We're just so used to it, that's why we just do it all the time, even we speak another language, right? No, 아니요. Okay. 네, yes. 아니요, no. All right. Let's move on. If you have any questions, please let me know, because it's a streaming. That's the reason why we're doing streaming, isn't it? All right. So, yes and no. 네, 아니요. And before we actually do the other one, I want you to go remember possessive. I hope that's the correct spelling. Possessive form. So in English again, or in another language can be a bit simple, but maybe not, right? So for example, I turns into possessive form my, right? So you switch it. In order to learn English, you have to learn two different formats. In Korean, not really, it's too simple again. So we put the possessive form, all right, which is 의. You just need to add 의, all right? So what was I? 저, right? And then you put the possessive format, which is 의. 저의. That means my. Does it make sense? 저의. Okay. What about you? What was you? What was you? So that's your, right? 당신. 미나 씨 아니에요. 여. Yeah, 여 is the one that the pronunciator mentioned it, right? 아니에요, like yes, it's a soul accent or just being laziness, right? It's like laziness there. So we don't really pronounce it 아니에요, right? So 아니에요, we say 요 as like a bit more easier to pronounce Korean, right? So yeah, we do type it sometimes when you're texting to somebody, but it's not correct, yeah? So your possessive 당신의. Okay? 당신의. What about our? So we turns into we, our, right? So we, 우리, let's put 우리, or 저희, same thing. And then our, 우리의. Alright. Let's put like they. So they are. They are. They are. 그들. Can you see this one? 그들. 나수라 씨 잘했어요. Well done. 그들. 그들의, 그들이, because of the circle, 의 has a circle, so if there's a bottom consonant, the pronunciation, it affects to it, right? 당신은, it goes next, 당신의, right? 그들의, L goes next, 그들이, right? 그들, not 그들의, 그들이. It just automatically change it, right? 그들이. So then, the most obvious one, let's try this. Possessive, so it's apostrophe. As, right? This is. Oh, actually, I don't need to change it. This is. Sorry. What am I talking about? 이것. 이것? 이것? Possessive form? 이것? 의. Doesn't make sense? 이것의. Pronunciation, this bottom consonant moves next because it's emptiness, right? 이것이. 이것이. Okay? Okay, so that's the possessive, right? Let's try to make a sentence with it, yeah? My name is, let's put 민경. Right? So, we know my, we just need to know name. Name in Korean, 이름. 이름 in Korean, 이름. So, let's try this sentence. My, 저, possessive. 의, 저의. So, in order to make a sentence in Korean, all the time, find the subject first, yeah? 저의, 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 name, 이름. We found the subject, right? My subject ended. You have to put the marker, right? My subject ended. You have to put 은. 저의 이름은. And then your name, 민경. Is ended with your name ended with the bottom consonant, so that 이에요. 민경이에요. 민경이에요. 나수라 씨, very good. Beside of the spelling of this, very good. 제 이름은 민경이에요. Yes, that's a shortened form. 저의, same thing. 제 이름은 민경이에요. Same thing, right? Very good. So, 제 is a shortened form of 저의. That's what I was going to say now. Yeah. 제, 저의. We have a shortened form because we use it so much. So, shorten is 제. However, if you keep using 제, you're gonna forget like how other thing we're gonna work. So, 저의. Okay. Try to use this one for now and then switch it later when you get used to it, alright? 저의 이름은 민경이에요. Or 제 이름은 민경이에요. Right? 민경, not 민영, right? 민경, 민경이에요. 좋아요. Let's try another one. My dogs, my teachers dog's name is, well, it's actually Choco, by the way. Choco. Meaning it's like chocolate. So of course, like Choco is more cuter version of pronouncing it. I write it down or pronounce it Choco. But Choco or yeah, Choco. Yeah, that's what original should be, of course, right? Choco. Okay, let's try to make the sentence then. My teachers. That's possessive, several possessive words. Yes, it is. But ignore that. Let's just use it, all right? Let's just put it and make it as an original sentence. So, my teachers. My, 저희, same thing. 저희 teachers, 선생님, 의, right? Dog. What is dog in Korean? 개. 개의. Name. 이름. Same thing. Subject ended finally. So it's a long subject, yeah? 이름은 쪼꼬. Yeah. Okay. Not too bad. We are just adding 의 3 times. We don't want that, of course, in general. So that, of course, we switch it to 저희. Of course, right? 제. And then 선생님의, 개의, too many, right? So 저희 선생님, 제 선생님 개의 이름은, you can swap this, you can just disable it, or you can also skip this one too. 제 선생님의 개 이름은, or even we just ignore all of them. So 제 선생님 개 이름은 like that too, because you put 제 here, so we kind of guess that that's a possessive form, but originally you should put it all of the time, but of course, right? Of course. 개 아니면 멍멍. Yes. So 개 is the original word of dog, and 강아지. 강아지. That means puppy. We actually use 강아지 as a for the small dogs as well. We use it as well, 강아지, and means puppy though, right? But small dogs, they look like a puppy, so of course we do use it, 강아지. And then also 저희 선생님의 개 이름은 쪼꼬예요. 미나이 씨 잘했어요. Well done. Yeah. And then 멍멍이 is another word for dog. It's a barking sound, right? 멍멍, 멍멍. Dog barks. 멍멍 in Korean. So 멍멍이, that's like a cute way of calling a dog. All right. It's so difficult for me to type in Korean. Of course it is. You have to practice it, of course, right? But well done. I'm glad that you keep typing it, although I finished it here. That's totally good. Please keep doing it, all right? 좋아요. So perfect, all right? One last thing, very important thing, because you guys been waited here so long, I'm gonna show you one extra thing. So here, let me just put it here. How do we say this sentence? This pen, let's put cup. This cup is mine. How do we say mine? Anyone knows? Mine. This cup is mine. Anyone? Mine. I'm so hungry now. I need to eat. Mine. Mine is not 나의. Nope, it's not. 나 again, that's informal, please. Do not use it. 것 only? So yes, mine is my thing, isn't it? Let me actually change the color a bit. Mine is, originally, it's my stuff, my thing. Right? So, mine, we know how to say it now, right? No, don't go crazy, alright? I mean, you probably heard some Korean words, but there's so many shortened forms, so many crazy ones, right? So, not 나의 as well, 민경씨, that's informal, right? 저의, right? So, let's do that. This cup, that's a subject. 이 cup. Subject ended, 이 컵은. My thing, mine, my thing. 저의 thing. What was thing? 것. Right? 저의 것. And then is. Don't forget is. 이에요. 이 컵은 저의 것이에요. That will be the original format. 저의, we know the shortened 제. And then 것 also has a shortened form, right? 것. 이 컵은 제 거예요. That's what we usually say. 이 컵 제 거예요. 이 컵은 제 거예요. Right? 이 컵 제 거예요? Question, right? 이 컵은 제 거예요. That's a shortened form, but originally 저의 것이에요. Okay? Aha. Now you know it, right? 좋아요. So that's mine. How do we say then? Is this yours? Is this yours? Let me erase this one. Is this yours? I want you guys to figure it out. I'll just turn on the oven. I want to eat soon, but yeah, I need to cook food before, isn't it? Okay, guys, figure it out what it is. Let me actually how do I turn off my camera? Damn it. Is this yours? How do we do it? Let me just jump really quick, okay? How do we say that? Ooh, sound. Is this yours? I'm so hungry. Is this yours? 이것은 당신의 것이에요. Perfect. So subject, you have to find the subject first. This. 이것은 yours. 당신의 것. 이에요. That's the original form. So shorten. We usually skip the obvious thing. So 당신 거. Shorten. 당신 거예요. 이것은 당신 거예요. 거. Shorten form. Okay. 이것은 also has a shortened form too, by the way. 이거 당신 거예요? That's how we're gonna say, right? So, is this yours? Perfect. Do you guys have any questions? Let me explain one more thing. Two more things. Oh, my back hurts. Okay, let's do quick. So, to be. So, be plus not. Let's try to make a negative sentence, right? So, be not. I am not. It is not. You are not. Not. Not in Korean, that's 아니다. That's infinitive. 아니다. Conjugation. 아니에요. Right? 아니에요. So, what we're gonna do? Let's try to make sentence here. I am not Korean. Let's try to say this one. I am not Korean. Korean. So we actually need to learn how to do Korean now, right? Korean, but I'm pretty sure you guys already know this. I can't draw a straight line. That's bullshit. Ugh. Okay. Sorry. So we do put country first. And then we put person. Okay. Country plus person. Now, especially I recommend you to put the space all the time. It's important. Okay. So country. So that's Korea is 한국. We're gonna go through about this one later again, right? Person. 사람. Okay. 한국 plus 사람. 아니요, no, 아니요, no. Here. 아니다. You take away this 다, and then this is not 아니요, 아니에요. 아니요 means no. You have to say I am not, am not. So 아니에요. Okay. So 저는 한국인 사람, that's also wrong too, by the way. 한국인 사람, you're saying Korean, Korea person, person. You're doing twice. Okay. Just one is enough. 한국 사람 아니에요. Okay. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why either. Okay. 저는 한국 사람 아니에요. Okay. 저는 한국 사람 아니에요. This is not. Let's actually say this. So we're gonna do this one next lesson. I'm gonna explain more about it. This is not my phone. Ah, where's P? This is not my phone. How do we say? This is not my phone. It's not my phone. This is not my phone. This is not my phone. I'll wait for you guys. We are ending soon. I am super hungry. Let me put things into the oven. Okay. Try it. Try it. Okay, anyone is trying? Hurry up, hurry up. This is not my phone. Not my phone. Nobody? No one can do it? This. Find the subject first. This. 이것은 subject marker. Don't forget. Oh, don't forget the marker. 이것은 Okay, so Mina 씨, nice try. But, Mina 씨, you have to think this way. 이것은, you have to put it this one together. It's not always backward all the time, right? Not phone, my. You have to put my phone, all right? My phone. 자프라 씨, 안녕하세요. 그 폰은 저희 아니에요. So again, 자프라 씨, think about this one. So 이것은 my phone, my 저희 possessive 저희 phone 핸드폰 And then we put is. 아니에요. Thing is, 이것은 저의 핸드폰. So this one is object, right? This is our object. Object requires object particle. However, 이에요, 아니에요. Sorry, with 아니에요, you can usually skip it. 저의 핸드폰 아니에요. 제 핸드폰 아니에요. You can also make it shorter, right? 이것은 제 핸드폰 아니에요. 네, 벨라 씨 잘했어요. Well done. 이것은 제 핸드폰 아니에요. By the way, 핸드폰, if you want to, it's not my phone. Like if you want to emphasize into your own objects, you can also do that. 제 핸드폰이 아니에요. 이것은 제 핸드폰이 아니에요. 제 폰이 아니에요. We can also skip this one too. 핸드폰 is original. However, we skip this hand obviously, right? 이건 제 핸드폰이 아니에요. I didn't put cell phone, mobile phone. I didn't put everything, right? I just put phone, same thing. 제 폰이 아니에요. 제 핸드폰이 아니에요. Okay. I missed you too, Safura. How have you been? 잘 지냈어요? Actually, let's do this one just now because we are having fun, aren't we? My pizza is still in the oven, so let's actually do it. So let's try to see where you guys from. So I'm from 한국, right? So 저는 한국 사람이에요. Where are you guys from? Which country are you from? Let's go through it for fun. So 한국, Korea. 한국. Where are you guys from? Anyone don't want to reveal where you're from? 한국. 한국. Anyone? No one will gonna tell me where you guys from? Which country are you from? Oh, I'm dying. It's so bad. Where are you guys from? Well, so 미날 씨 인도 사람이에요. 미날 씨는 인도 사람이에요. India, right? 인도. Malaysia. Have you tried it? Malaysia. Right? Malaysia. Actually, let me make the difference here. 한국, 인도, and then not this way. Here. Malaysia. Right? 아제르바이잔 사람이에요. 아제르바이잔. I've got really good friend. I'm used to. She's from here as well. Yeah, I haven't spoken to her for ages. 아제르바이잔, right? And then India, 인도, 좋아요. And then Indonesia. Indonesia, right? MC 안녕하세요. 필리핀 사람이에요. 필리핀, right? So yeah, we are very international, right? Oh yeah, 괜찮아요. So yes, so let's actually add more. Where I am right now, where do I live? 영국, right? 영국. Or the US, 미국. You know what? This is a bit too small on me. So let's actually put it in. Create a new one so that we can see a bit better, alright? So we usually put the country plus person, alright? So let's put this one on the left and this one here. Sorry, here on the right. Country plus person. There we go. 미국, or the neighbor country. 일본. or 중국, right? Or 프랑스, 독일, Russia, like that, right? Random, right? Or Brazil, Spain. There are more countries, of course, but I'll just put this one for now, all right? So why did I put two different things? So this one, 2 syllables, all of them, right? And then these are the Hanja word. So these are Hanja word country. So Hanja meaning is Chinese character. So Hanja. This one is Hangul. So I mean Hangul, I just divided this Hanja word and Hangul word. So Hanja is a Chinese characters and Hangul, that's a Korean native words, right? So Hanja, Hangul word. So Hangul word as its own name, right? Not really Hangul word, to be honest, right? So Hanja word, it does actually goes very well with Hanja word, right? Hanja words merge well with another Hanja word. So because in Korean, I don't know if you have watched the other video of me explaining about two different why do we have two different numbers, or why do we have two different words for same thing. So person can be 사람, yes, and also can be 인. Thing is, 사람 is person, yes, but that's a native word. So I usually call native word as a Hangul word. 인, it's a Hanja word, right? So Hanja word goes well with another Hanja word. That's the thing. 사람 is a native word, so it applies for everything. So 한국 사람, 인도 사람, 영국 사람, blah blah blah. Malaysia 사람, 아제르바이잔 사람, Indonesia 사람, like that, right? So 사람 works for everything. 인, it goes well. I mean, it can also apply to many other countries as well. However, it goes well better with a Hanja country than Hanja name country, right? 한국인, 인도인, 영국인, 미국인, 일본인, 중국인, 독일인, like this, instead of using Spain인, like Brazil인. No, I'm not gonna put it like that. Does it make sense? So that's the thing. And then not only person, you can also put random stuff as well. Person. Or what about food? Korean food. 음식. 한국 음식. So you just need to know all those words, right? And then what about the other, what about language, by the way? This will be our last one, by the way. Language, all. Or 말 is also another type that we also can put. all is the Hanja word, and then 말 is the native one, Hangul word. Okay, so 한국어, 한국말, of course we can do that too. 한국어, 인도어, Hindi, I guess Hindi어 probably. 일본어, 중국어, 독일어, right? Malaysia어, Indonesia어. Well, that's actually the one similar type, right? Bahasa, right? Filipino. Well, I guess that, what was it? Not Philippine. Oh, what was the language you guys use? I forgot. 프랑스어, 러시아어, like that, right? 스페인어. Oh, easy. English, by the way. English, the word English. English is a language come from England. That's why we call it English, right? So it is. We do use 영국, yes. However, we don't use it all of it because it's not only Tagalog. Sorry, thank you. 네, Tagalog어, right? Tagalog어. So yeah. So speaking of English, yeah. So 국 means country in Chinese word, right? So that 영, we don't put 국 there anymore. Just put 영어 because it's international. Philippine 타갈로그어. Right? 좋아요, guys. So today we actually did quite a lot. Please go through it, review it. I will gonna leave this video public for a while. So yes, please review, right? Try to memorize those words, right? So do you guys have any questions? Let me just turn off the oven. 1 second. Oh, it's burning. No, don't burn. Okay, that's all good. All right. Anyone has a question, guys? All good? All good. Thank you for watching this crazy long video. I don't know how many people, how many of you watched it from the beginning till now, but Mingyong she was there for sure, yes, and Mina she, yes, thank you guys. Yeah, and then I think what was your name? Maya she, you did also stay the whole time. Thank you so much, guys. Any other questions, guys? All good? All good? Well, thank you so much once again. All right, and then by the way, yeah, I'm gonna keep upload some videos that you can actually practice with it, because it's difficult to memorize things, right? So yeah, as I uploaded like a few days ago, but I think that was a couple of days, was it? I don't remember. So anyways, keep practice, all right? You have to keep use it all the time, right? So that's what. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, that's a leftover pizza from a couple of days ago, so might be a bit gross, but yeah, I also have a lesson in 10 minutes too, so I don't know if I can digest it. We'll see. Okay. Thank you guys for watching it. Asrashi, definitely. Thank you so much for joining. Kem-kem-shi, yeah, no, thank you. Sapurashi, thank you. Hopefully see you soon. Yes, and then I set up the A1 lesson for tomorrow. And then, by the way, for A1 lesson, listener, I think Zafra is one of them, right? I actually made the event, like, so me and Mingyong-shi here, we were gonna talk in Korean, but a bit easier version of it. So maybe hopefully you can understand a bit as well. Maybe you can practice with them a bit. So can be a good exercise, right? Okay, 좋아요. Thank you so much, Maya. 고마워요. So, yep, practice, and then we will see you next Saturday, right? Oh, actually, maybe not next Saturday. Maybe Saturday. We'll see. I will schedule some time. I totally have no idea what I'm going to do next weekend. So, 네, 벨라씨 감사해요. Thank you guys so much, and see you next time. Alright? I'm going to jump into pizza now. Pizza. 좋아요. 다음 시간에 봐요. 안녕히 계세요. Have a good rest of your weekend. Okay. Bye bye. 안녕히 계세요.